50 fascinating facts about our moon. Largest satellite relative to its planet. The moon is the largest satellite relative to its planet in the solar system. Fifth largest moon is the fifth largest natural satellite in the solar system after Ganymede, Titan, Callisto, and Io. Synchronous rotation. The moon always shows the same face to the Earth due to tidal locking. Formation theory. The moon likely formed about 4.5 billion years ago after a Mars-sized object, Theia, collided with Earth. Craters. The moon's surface is covered with craters caused by billions of years of impacts from meteoroids, comets, and asteroids. Maria. The dark plains on the moon are called maria, formed by ancient volcanic eruptions billions of years ago. No atmosphere. The moon lacks an atmosphere, which means no wind, weather, or sound exists on its surface. Extreme temperatures. Temperatures range from a negative 173 degrees Celsius or a negative 280 degrees Fahrenheit at night to 127 degrees Celsius, which is 260 degrees Fahrenheit, during the day. Gravity. The moon's gravity is only about 1/6 as strong as Earth's. Moonquakes. Seismic activity called moonquakes occur due to tidal forces, meteorite impacts, and/or interior cooling. Water ice. NASA discovered water ice is in permanently shadowed craters near the moon's poles. Far side. The far side of the moon has a thicker crust and more craters than the near side. Moon dust. The moon's surface is covered in fine, powdery regolith formed by constant micrometeorite impacts. Apollo missions. Between 1969 and 1972, 12 astronauts walked on the moon during NASA's Apollo program. Slow drift. The moon is moving away from Earth at a rate of about 3.8 centimeters or 1.5 inches per year. Eclipses. A total lunar eclipse occurs when Earth's shadow blocks sunlight, turning the moon a reddish hue. Moonlight. Moonlight is actually sunlight reflected off the moon's surface, which is only 12% reflective. Tides. The moon's gravitational pull creates Earth's tides and affects its oceans. Supermoons. When the moon is full and closest to the Earth in its orbit, or its perigee, it appears larger and brighter, called a supermoon. A blue moon. A blue moon refers to the rare occurrence of a second full moon in a single calendar month, not its color. Lunar highlands. The lighter regions of the moon, called highlands, are older and more heavily cratered than Maria. Largest crater. The South Pole, Aitken Basin, is the largest known impact crater in the solar system, stretching over 2,500 kilometers. Young volcanism. The moon was volcanically active until about 1 billion years ago. Surface age. The oldest part of the moon's surface are about 4.4 billion years old. Rays. Bright rays around craters like Tycho are created by debris from large impacts. First view of the far side. The Soviet Luna 3 spacecraft captured the first image of the moon's far side in 1959. Magnetic anomalies. While the moon has no global magnetic field, localized do exist. Lunar calendar. Many ancient civilizations, like the Chinese and the Mayan, used the moon to track time. The moon's role in mythology. The moon has been worshipped by cultures worldwide, including as the goddess Selene in Greek mythology. Apollo lunar legacy. Resto reflectors left by Apollo missions still allow scientists to measure the moon's distance from Earth. Lunar permafrost. Water molecules trapped in lunar soil suggest permafrost-like conditions in some regions. Stabilizing Earth's tilt. The moon helps stabilize Earth's axial tilt, creating relatively consistent seasons. Moonrise and moonset. The moon rises about 50 minutes later each day because of its orbital motion. Lunar phases. The phases of the moon occur due to its changing position relative to Earth and the Sun. Orbital periods. It takes the moon about 27.3 days to orbit Earth and 29.5 days to complete its lunar phase cycle. Moon's diameter. The moon's diameter is about 3,474 kilometers, or 2,159 miles. It's roughly 1/4 the size of Earth. Apollo 11 plaque. A plaque left on the moon by Apollo 11 reads, "We came in peace for all mankind." Gravity effects. The moon's gravity affects the Earth's rotation, gradually slowing it down by about 1.4 milliseconds per century. The Roche limit. If the moon came within 18,470 kilometers, or 11,470 miles of Earth, it would be torn apart by gravitational forces. Lunar mining potential. The moon contains valuable resources like helium-3, which could be used in future fusion energy. Lunar atmosphere. The moon has an extremely thin exosphere composed of helium, neon, and hydrogen. Solar wind exposure. Without an atmosphere, the moon's surface is constantly bombarded by solar wind particles. First lunar landing. The Soviet Luna 2 was the first human-made object to impact the moon in 1959. Longest eclipse. A total lunar eclipse can last up to 1 hour and 43 minutes, depending on orbital alignments. Lunar gravity's effect on humans. Astronauts on the moon's surface weigh only 1/6 of their weight on Earth. Albedo. The moon's albedo, or reflectivity, is only 0.12, meaning it reflects just 12% of sunlight that hits it. Crescent moon myths. In some cultures, the crescent moon is associated with fertility and growth. Lunar regolith danger. Moon dust is sharp and clingy, posing risks to astronaut suits and equipment. Human interest in colonization. Scientists propose building habitats in lava tubes on the moon to shield against radiation. Cultural impact. The moon has inspired countless works of art, literature, and music, from ancient poems to modern songs. So the next time you look up at the night sky and see this glowing orb, remember its complexities, uniqueness, and value to our world.